Hello, in this tutorial we will see how Google XML Sitemaps WordPress plugin works. It's very nice and light plugin for creating sitemap for your website. Sitemaps are very important for your on-page SEO, and after you've done with the creation of your sitemap, it is recommended to submit the sitemap in the Webmaster Tool so Google can crawl the sitemaps whenever a new article or post is created. Alright, so you can go to this page and download the plugin from the official site, or you can simply go to your install section and search the plugin from the WordPress directory. Okay, so now we will install the plugin. Here it is. As you can see, it has very high rating. So we'll install the plugin now. Okay, so let's activate the plugin. And here's the plugin itself. So we can set up the plugin from settings and from XML sitemap submenu. Okay, so the sitemap wasn't built yet. We can click here to build it for the first time, but first we will see the main functions of this plugin. Okay, so we can write a normal XML file which is accepted from the search engines, and we can write also a gzipped file, which is the file name plus this extension gz. So we can leave this as default. We can rebuild the sitemap if you change the content of your blog, so it is nice to leave this option as default. Or we can enable manual sitemap building, but we will leave this as default because we can come here and anytime click to rebuild the sitemap. You will see this later. And also we have the options to notify Google, Bing for any updates of your website, which is a very nice option. We can add the sitemap URL to the robots.txt file. Basically, we can make it manually. We can do this manually, but I will leave it as it is. Also, we have some advanced options. We can build the sitemap in the background process, and we can play here, but I would suggest to leave the default options here. Okay, so we have the post priority. We can use the do not use automatic priority calculation based on comment counts. We can also have the option to use the average comment count to calculate the priority. And if your blog is very popular and you have a lot of comments there, you can set up this option to build a sitemap and to change the priority based on the comment count. Usually I'm not using this one. We can make all the posts and pages by the default priority, which is down below. We will see this later. And the next step is to we can change the name of the sitemap, but usually it is the sitemap.xml file. Also we can change the location, but I would leave it the detected URL to be the name of the website /sitemap.xml. So we can leave this as default. Alright. Also we have the standard content. We can include the home page, the posts. We can include the static pages. Also we have the option to include or not include the categories. You will choose this for yourself, because if you have Yoast SEO on page plugin, you can include or exclude the categories. It's up to you, of course, if they have a lot of information. So you will choose for yourself. We can include the archives, we can include the outer pages, the tag pages. Usually I'm not using these ones, so they are not checked. Okay, but I'm using the categories on this website, so I will check this option here to include categories in the sitemap. Also, we can include some custom post types such as slider, portfolio. I have some galleries here, so I will check all these options here. Okay, we can also include the last notification time. It is nice to have it checked because Google bots will come and see whenever the post or page is changed, and it will know that there are new stuff to be crawled. Okay, also we can exclude some categories such as in the site areas we cover, block or uncategorized. I'm not using uncategorized, so I will exclude this category. Okay, and here's one very nice option for this plugin, which is exclude posts. Basically, you just type the list of IDs separated by comma, and the plugin will exclude some posts or pages. Okay, so how to find these IDs? It's very easy. Just go to the dashboard, choose one article. Let's say I want to exclude, for example, this article, which is free ebook, and now we'll have to click on edit page. And when you click here, you will see that the ID of this page is right here. So 949 is the number of this page. You can do this for numerous reasons. For example, if you don't want Google bots to crawl this page because you don't want to you just want this page to be for users, not for the search engines, you can type these numbers here. So it's very easy. Just go to the edit page or the post and find this number here and just set it here. Alright, so also you can change the frequencies here. How often would you like the plugin to allow Google bots to crawl the pages? For the home page, if you are creating content very often, it's nice for it to be as a default daily, posts monthly, static pages weekly, and so on. You can play with this stuff, but usually I'm leaving all the settings as a default, so I'm not touching them. And here you can change the priorities of the sitemap and what is included inside. For example, the home page is given the highest priority, which is 1, and then you will see that posts have lower priority, static pages have the same priority, and you have the other options such as categories, archives, stacked pages, and outer pages. Alright, I'm not touching this as well, so let's update these options. And now we're almost done, so we'll just have to click here to build the sitemap for the first time. So alright, so the sitemap was built and the date is here, so let's click on the sitemap to have a look. Okay, here's the sitemap. As we can see, we have all the posts here, we have the pages here. Here are the pages which are crawled weekly. Here are the images which will be crawled monthly. And here's the home page which will be crawled daily. And here's the last change. The numbers are here. Alright, so everything is nicely done. Okay, so let's see whether this page is included in the sitemap. We'll simply check whether it's here. No, it's not here. So, for example, let's say we want to exclude this page. We'll just have to click it. Edit post, and we'll have to find these numbers. Here are the numbers or the ID of this post, which is 1863. We'll go back and put this number here. Okay, let's update the options, and now we'll have to rebuild the sitemap. Here's the button for this option, rebuild the sitemap, and now we can see the last revision of the sitemap, and let's see whether this post is included. Okay, so let's find out. It's still here, so we will have to rebuild it again. Okay, alright, so whenever we're searching now, there's no such a post in the sitemap. It is very useful to have this option, and in my opinion this is the best plugin for creating XML sitemaps for your WordPress sites. Alright, so let's check the robots. And currently we have another one from Yoast plugin, but you can go to your FTP manager, download the robots.txt, and by using simple text editor such as Notepad or Notepad++, you can after these lines, which is to allow all search bots to crawl the pages, you can leave one row here, and on the next one you can type sitemap and the URL of the sitemap, which will be sitemap.xml.